Hello my lovely people. You need to sit down for this one because what I noticed shocked me to the core. It started slowly, like something you would easily scroll past. But after seeing it over and over again, I had to pause. You know that feeling when something doesn't sit right, but you can't explain it immediately? That's exactly what happened here. It felt like a small wave that kept growing until it became impossible to ignore. Each time I checked, the same thing appeared. It was no longer a coincidence, it was consistent, and it was bold. Now here's what people are saying: Pearl Watts' Instagram has turned into something else entirely. Instead of seeing trailers, behind-the-scenes fun, or clips from her movies, fans are constantly being served sweet-looking posts with Maurice Sam. It has become so frequent that people are now questioning the whole purpose of her page. They feel like her Instagram is slowly turning into a romantic space instead of a professional one. And guess what? Many fans are not finding it funny anymore. They want clarity. You know, that kind of shift that doesn't come with noise but carries a heavy meaning. That's what fans noticed during Sonia and Maurice's last project together. At first, nothing seemed out of place. But if you watched closely, you would sense that something was missing. The smiles were softer, the eyes looked away too quickly, and their usual vibe just wasn't there. The energy that used to make fans fall in love with their on-screen bond had quietly disappeared. And fans didn't keep quiet about it. They started talking immediately. Some even went back to rewatch older scenes just to compare. The conclusion: things had changed between them. It wasn't dramatic or loud, but it was clear. People felt it. The warm closeness they once shared wasn't showing anymore. Instead, it felt like something had come between them. Nobody said anything directly, but that silence made the whole situation more mysterious. It left fans wondering what happened between Sonia and Maurice. Let me tell you something that people are no longer ignoring. Pearl Watts posts Maurice Sam on her Instagram stories so often that it's now raising questions. At first, it felt like friendly support or maybe just promotional teamwork. But the way his face keeps showing up again and again, it's making fans wonder if she's working with only him. You know how stories disappear in 24 hours? Well, not in people's minds. Every time Pearl posts Maurice, it stays longer in conversations than expected. It has become too regular. Even when she works on other things or appears on different sets, it's Maurice that still gets the spotlight. Now people are openly asking, why? Why does it seem like Maurice is the only actor around her? Is there something she's not saying? These questions are flying everywhere, and the silence from Pearl is making it worse. She hasn't said anything to explain it. So now, the story keeps growing, and fans are becoming restless. Something strange happened that nobody can explain fully, but everybody felt it. Before the movie even dropped, fans had already started forming theories. All it took was 1 or 2 promo pictures. Then came a few short clips. And that was it. People jumped straight into speculation. Some noticed how Sonia and Maurice weren't standing as close as they used to. Others pointed out that the energy in their eyes had changed. It wasn't hatred, but it definitely wasn't warmth either. These little signs caused a full storm. Fans started commenting, making guesses, and even writing long explanations. They wanted answers. The build-up was huge. It became one of those moments where everyone watched closely, looking for more signs in each post. And you know what that means? People were really invested in Sonia and Maurice. They cared about their bond so much that even the smallest shift became a big deal. That's how strong their screen connection used to be. So when something looked off, fans didn't keep quiet. They spoke. You know, when someone says nothing, but their silence speaks volumes. That's exactly what is happening now with Pearl Watts. People are no longer taking her post as just cute or sweet. One fan boldly said, "Constantly posting Maurice without saying anything clear is no longer cute. And that statement spread like fire. Fans are not angry. They are just tired of guessing. They feel like if nothing is going on, Pearl should just say so plainly. And if something is going on, well, they deserve to know that too. The constant sharing of Maurice, without even one word of explanation, is no longer working for her audience. They want honesty. They want clarity. And they want it now. It's not about drama, it's about transparency. People are tired of hidden meanings. They've supported her for so long and now feel confused about the direction of her page. It has created more questions than answers, and until Pearl says something real, the speculation will only continue to grow. Let me take you back to the moment everything changed. During that last movie with Sonia and Maurice, fans started to notice something odd. The social media chemistry vanished. No playful videos. No shared captions. Nothing. For people who were used to seeing their light, it felt strange and sudden. And what made it even more intense? They didn't talk about it. They didn't clear the air. They just stayed silent while fans kept watching closely. What once looked like fun now felt forced. It wasn't hate, but it was distant. Cold even. But here's the thing, they didn't argue in public. They didn't block each other or throw shade. They just showed up on set, played their roles, and left quietly. That soft silence made the whole thing more dramatic. Everyone could feel that something had changed, but nobody had the words for it. Until now. There's something people are not talking about enough. Despite everything that may have gone wrong between Sonia and Maurice, one thing's too strong, their professionalism. No matter how awkward things might have felt behind the scenes, the moment it was time to act, they delivered. It's not easy to work with someone you're not close to anymore. Especially when fans are watching your every move. But they didn't allow any tension to ruin the movie. They showed up, played their parts, and made the story work. That's not something many people can do. Fans may have sensed a shift, but they can't deny the quality of the final result. Their performance didn't show any cracks. That's because they chose to focus on the project and leave every other thing outside. And that's something to respect. No matter the personal history, Sonia and Maurice did what they were paid to do, and they did it well. It's funny how small things can cause big reactions. Even before the movie dropped, fans were already creating their own storylines. Some said Sonia looked unhappy. Others thought Maurice was holding back. A few even suggested they had an argument before filming started. All these ideas came from just a few pictures and video clips. That's how sharp people's eyes were. That buzz spread so fast that even neutral fans got dragged into it. Some tried to defend the actors. Others pushed harder with their questions. It was like everyone had picked a side without knowing the full story. The truth is, when people love your chemistry, they don't just want to see you act, they want to feel your connection. And when that connection fades, they notice immediately. That's what made this whole situation so intense. Nobody expected it to change so fast. Yet it did, and people haven't stopped talking about it since. You won't believe how quickly things can turn online. One moment fans are celebrating your work, the next they're asking uncomfortable questions. That's what Pearl Watts is facing now. People who once adored her are now calling her out. They're not being rude, but they are being honest. They want to know why her page feels less like a movie star's and more like someone's personal love gallery. And the center of that gallery, Maurice Sam. It's not like she doesn't have other projects or co-stars. But the way Maurice shows up again and again, it's causing serious talk. Some fans feel like she's hiding something. Others just want her to refocus and remind people why they followed her in the first place. Either way, the complaints are getting louder. And unless Pearl addresses it soon, this small fire could become something bigger. Right now, The silence is adding more fuel than anything else. This one left fans divided. Some believe Sonia and Maurice just had a rough patch. Others think it's deeper than that. But one thing most people agree on. They miss the magic they used to share. People are not asking for romance. They are simply saying the connection that once pulled everyone in is missing. That spark, that natural it's gone. And no amount of acting can replace what felt real. Now, fans are begging for clarity. Some want Sonia to speak. Others are hoping Pearl Watts will finally explain why Maurice keeps appearing in her post. But so far, no one has said a word. The silence is heavy. It's like everyone knows something happened, but no one wants to be the first to admit it. Until someone talks, fans will keep waiting, guessing, and building their own stories. And that, more than anything, is what's keeping this gist alive. Alright guys. Thanks for your audience. The comment section is available for contributions. Have a nice day. Bye.